So today's cryptocurrency is NCT, otherwise known as Polyswarm. This one was recommended by Christopher Guerrero, so hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you for your recommendation. If you want me to review your cryptocurrency, leave a comment down below and I will cover it in my future video, and I'll cover it honestly, unbiased, and I'll give you my honest opinion. I'll give price predictions and I'll compare them to Ethereum and Bitcoin if I can find a chart against them. Sorry about the backlog in terms of your requests, guys. I work full time and I'm doing my masters as well. I've got 2 assignments due in less than a week as well, and with my own investing in myself in terms of reading books and trading and things like that, I'm trying to find as much time as I can to upload these videos, edit them myself, make my own thumbnails and titles and things like that. So it's just not enough time in the day. So bear with me, please be patient, and I'll definitely get to your crypto. I'll try to upload more frequently. Let's have a look at NCT or Polyswarm. Now, I want to be very nice about this, so please don't take this the wrong way because I'm going to rip into this one a little bit. So this isn't directed at anyone individually, so it's not to say, you know, what were you doing or anything like that. This is just, again, I think a very good way to have some education and just see what to spot for and red flags and things like that, so that maybe we can learn something for future and maybe to watch out for, and maybe how things can maybe look good sometimes. So let's get through to it. Polyswarm. First things first, this crypto came out probably about 2 months ago. This is the best chart I could see from Coinbase. From the other charts I was able to see on other exchanges, they all had data starting from the 13th or the 14th of January. So what this tells me is that this crypto was probably launched on those major exchanges around that time. I'm not sure if this was on other exchanges later on, but I want to just preface that by saying any cryptocurrency that comes out and is brand new on an exchange, like I think Ape did that, where it just launched on so many exchanges, be very, very, very careful because this can happen to you. So I'm not saying this is exactly what happened to Polyswarm, but it looks like it may have, because of just all the charts starting about 3 months ago in mid-January. You get the dump. Who's selling it? Why is there such a dump? It's because the people who have these crypto coins before they've even come out, these are people like crypto banters and things like that. They're very fortunate in their business position in that they're able to get these cryptos before they even come out. Then it comes out on the exchange and they just dump it on retail. I'm not saying that's what crypto banter does every time, but there are people who are well connected with their development teams and have inside connections, and they can do that very, very easily. It's very, very easy to make a crap ton of money using that method. I'm not accusing anyone, I'm just giving you an example of how some people have access to these insider things. And that's mainly what happens with these cryptos. They launch out of the gate and they get the dump. So you immediately have basically a 80% dip from pretty much where it is there, which is really not good. Only good thing is that it tried to put up some resilience at the 50% mark right here at 10 cents. Didn't do it, came crashing down, couldn't even find support at the 25 mark, clean cut right below it again. And then now we're basically putting the low there on the 24th of February in the Russian-Ukraine invasion day. You know how much I talk about that, how most cryptos bottomed out about that time. Some cryptos bottomed out in late January. Obviously, in this case, NCT did not, but it did bottom out on the 24th of February. Something that's really important to pay attention of is the volume. Have a look at the volume. The volume will tell you pretty much everything you need to know, because look at that. That whole chunk basically going from late January up until 4th of March, that whole month, no volume, zero. Now, sure, you had a little bit of spikes here and here, but that's not enough. You can see just how quickly the bar got bought down. So you can see bought back up, went down, bought back up, down. So it got immediately sold or was not able to sustain the pump, which looks really, really weak when a crypto at this level of market cap can't do that. It never was able to break its trend, which is a red flag. The only good thing that I can see here potentially, and I want to be careful when I say this, so again, I want to be very, very careful when I say this. I'm just trying to see the positives in this, is that the selling looks like it might be dried up as well. It really looks like there might be just no supply left in terms of people wanting to sell their NCT. So we've got very, very, very low volume of selling happening here. So that would be in mid-March. You're seeing, look how low the volume is. It's basically nothing. Then you get another pump. They try to do it, closes low, and then you get more up days followed by even less selling. I mean, these bars are very, very small with selling. So like I said, it could be a signal of no supply, just, no one's really selling it. And that's what's making the price go up. And because it's such a teeny tiny little, I think it's ranked around 500 in market cap. It doesn't take much for this coin to really move. So that's really the only good side. So I'm not saying, oh, throw money into it now. It's going to be amazing. It's not financial advice. It's just education. It's just a positive way to look at it in a sense. And I want you to understand that. If we look on the hourly chart as well, we will see as well. Look at that. I mean, heavy sell-offs, and the bars are just so small in terms of these aren't moving. Look at that. You know, these are just trades in and out, people just manipulating the market, getting the trades. It's not a good long-term hold. You want to be careful with these things. So what do I think about it in summary? Look, stay away from these coins. These are coins that have not proven themselves. There's nothing wrong with just waiting for it to prove itself, to get the confirmation that big money is wrapping behind it. And you can definitely make a lot of profits. I always tell people, don't focus on the big gains, focus on how to be consistent. If you can be consistent and you know how to look after your money, you'll be a very wealthy man. If you don't know how to look after your money and you're just aiming for, you know, pumps and trying to get 50,000 X's and things like that, you won't know what to do. There's too much of an emotional roller coaster and you're going to find yourself being burnt out and making a lot of silly mistakes. That's just my advice and what I've learned as well. So be careful with that. So absolutely not a buy for me personally. I would not be touching this thing. This is not even a short-term, long-term. I am completely, void from this thing. Sure, maybe it does get a big pump and ends up doing so much gains. At the moment, it doesn't look that way, but of course that can change any day. Tomorrow, some guy can just put $5 million worth and just scoop up and shoot up the price. That can happen. No model can predict that human behavior element. I want to stress that. In saying that, however, all I can do is read the chart as it is now with 3 months of data, and I can tell you no volume, severe downtrend, and it just needs more volume to come in and has that break where we start breaking trend and we start actually roaring and going back and testing some of these resistance areas. But for now, I don't know where that's going to be, and I definitely wouldn't be holding my breath. Again, I hope I didn't step on anyone's toes. Don't take it the wrong way. I hope that you found this information helpful and informative and honest. If it did, drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, and again, comment down below of the cryptocurrency you want me to review, and I'll do my honest thoughts on it too. Until then, everyone, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next video.